Welcome to day 456 of our DeSo journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein, here with my twin brother Brian, who is back from vacation in Wisconsin today. Welcome back. Remember,
Thank
these
you.
videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in DeSoFi. So there's, NFT activity on DeSo while you're gone. It really spiked up. We're going to have more to talk about that today. But let's talk about some other stuff that's going on in crypto, Brian. There's some news from Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, so as you know, we talked a little bit about Celsius probably about 2 weeks ago, where they had more than $8 billion lent out to clients, $12 billion in assets under management as of May of last year. And they abruptly announced on June 12th that they would have to stop withdrawals from their platform. And they cited extreme market conditions. Uh, well, it appears that Goldman Sachs, the investment bank, may be looking to raise $2 billion in
Wow.
order to buy their distressed assets. This would at least save a lot of what's going on with Celsius if they were to go bankrupt. The proposed deal would allow investors to buy up Celsius assets at potentially a big discount in the event of a bankruptcy filing. We don't know if a bankruptcy filing is coming or not, but if it does, it appears that Goldman Sachs is looking to raise capital in order to buy out the assets. So if there are loans that were placed, Goldman Sachs would then take those loans on themselves. They get these loans at a discount. It would be something that would shore up some of the crypto market, which I think is important.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be good overall for the crypto space if something like this did take place.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if we hit a bottom. We saw the $17,000 mark last, I guess it was last week. It's there's some positive vibes coming from the market right now. We don't know if this will continue or not. I think a lot has to do with global inflation and global economies, but I think this is a start.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the interest rates are going to go up another 75 basis points. So I think people, that's all factored in already. So I think everybody's just kind of waiting to see what the latest inflation numbers are for the month of June, which we should get sometime next month. Are they coming down? Have we reached a peak? If that number is going down, I think it's going to spell good things for both the stock market and the crypto space.
Yeah, for sure. And something else we saw a couple of days ago is that Snoop Dogg and Eminem teamed up for a new music video. It's called "From the D to the LBC," and it features Bored Apes. Both Snoop and Eminem are Bored Apes in the video. It's really cool. If you haven't watched it, just check it out. Just search YouTube for it. Uh, it's that's big for the NFT space in my mind. I mean, two of the hottest music stars in the world are using Bored Apes in their music videos. I think we're going to see more things like this happen within the NFT space. And although it's quiet from a buying and selling standpoint, stuff like this will kind of drive us into the next crypto cycle, the next crypto summer. And I think NFTs are still going to be big when we emerge from this winter.
Yeah, it's good to see these celebrities getting in on the action when it comes to NFTs. There's been a lot of controversy around Bored Apes. Yeah, I don't know if you've been following, Brian, but there's been this controversy about were the creators like these Nazi white supremacists. I think, some of that's probably blown a little bit out of proportion. But Bored Apes, they're a blue chip NFT. Them and CryptoPunks, I think, are probably the two most blue chip NFTs out there. I think they're always going to hold value, whether we see NFTs kind of like merge into this more 3D realm or merge into other aspects of life, and maybe we eventually start seeing some of the 2D art type things fade away. I still think these blue chips are going to continue to hold value.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's get to some DeSo NFTs. For those who are watching and are unfamiliar with DeSo NFTs, DeSo is the decentralized social blockchain. Minting NFTs on DeSo is super cheap, super affordable. It's like hundreds of a penny, I think. So NFTs on DeSo have been super hot. We saw them kind of fade away for a while, but all of a sudden, NFTs on DeSo have really picked up, and that's thanks in a large part to a huge crypto whale, meta philosopher who has jumped on and started buying up all these DeSo NFTs, really focused on something called the Unicats, which is a really big collection on DeSo. But yesterday, meta philosopher bought an effed up cats NFT from Clay Oglesby for 222 DeSo. DeSo is worth about $8 a piece. So that's a good buy. Not quite as much as a 2,500 DeSo we saw a Unicat sell for a few days ago, but you know, still the DeSo NFTs are flowing on the platform. Also, Meta Philosopher bought a Seals NFT from Ali B for 400 DeSo, and he's also been bidding on a bunch of and winning a bunch of NFTs from other DeSo collections and artists as well, including Other Worlds, Mini Clout, like I said earlier, Uniclat, DeSomon, Illuminati, Spunk Art, and Clara Mouse, who's a 12-year-old girl. So he continues to, I guess you can say, reignite the space, but he's not the only. I say he, it could be a she. We don't know who this meta philosopher character is, but it's also getting others to start really looking at DeSo NFTs and buying DeSo NFTs as well, Brian.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think we're seeing a lot of people jump into the market to buy NFTs. I think it's crazy to to realize that just this one big buyer has been able to kind of reignite the NFT space on DeSo, and it's spawning a lot of buys from a lot of different people.
Yeah, and there's other collections that have really started getting attention as well in DeSo. Not from Meta Philosopher, just from other DeSo members, people who collect DeSo NFTs, including Pixel Robot, who has had several NFTs sell yesterday. It's a collection created by Nathan Wells, who's a DeSo OG. Several of those sold. Amber Byers had at least one that sold. Cloutpunk had a ton that sold yesterday, as did Diego Robot, Birth Block NFT, Athletic Heroes, Rowdy Reptilians, DeSo Terra, Love Cats, and Pixel Pirates by Mubs. So it's great to see the space jump up. NFTZ.me, which is the DeSo NFT node that we have actually created, has been seeing a ton of traffic, ton of activity. So it's all really great to see.
Yeah, and there's been some news from DeSomon too, who concluded their original collection minting on DeSo, and DeSomon announced that they will be handing over part of the project by offering royalties on their evolved collection. If you hold an original DeSomon at any given date, that date
No,
has not
at
yet
a
been
given date, not any given date.
yeah, at a given date, that date's not been announced yet. You will actually get royalties based on the rarity of the NFT you hold, and that royalty will be 5% for legendary NFTs that they've minted, 4% for epics, 3% for very rare, 2% for rare, 1.5% for uncommons, and 1% for commons. And they show which falls into which. So you can check that out, of course. But I love what DeSomon's doing. I think that offering utility is definitely a bedrock of any NFT collection, and they're doing this by offering these royalties. I'm looking forward to see how this progresses for sure.
Yeah, DeSomon, of course, one of the original NFT collections on DeSo from way back in the day. Uh, it's good to see what they're doing, and I can't wait to see what they have in store next. But yesterday, D Social World made a post, and he pointed out that Pink Floyd, the band Pink Floyd, is looking to raise $500 million for their entire music catalog. And what Ado from D Social World suggested is that someone create a DAO on DAO.io, to raise this $500 million and then buy that catalog, and then the DAO can kind of decide what they want to do with the music. My suggestion, a DAO buys them all up, creates an NFT for every song, and then sells each NFT along with the rights to that song as individual NFTs. I think that could be something that could be profitable. I don't know, like raising $500 million would be a huge hurdle to jump over, but It would be amazing. We do have Scott Page, who is already on DeSo on the DeSo blockchain, who has been active in the DeSo community. And Scott Page, of course, is a saxophonist who played for Pink Floyd. So he was onboarded by Mr. Triplet, and he's been really active in the community. So maybe this is something that could actually happen.
Yeah, I love the idea. I just don't know if it's actually feasible just because $500 million is a lot, a whole heck of a lot of money. I don't, we haven't seen any DAO raise that kind of money. I mean, even Constitution DAO, I think they raised what, maybe like $40 million. Uh, it's a great concept to think about. I'm sure we're going to see stuff like that happen in the future. I don't know if we're quite there yet, but something like that where a DAO buys up a music catalog and then breaks the catalog up into individual songs, I think could definitely be a profitable venture. Remember though that if you were to do that, you'd be risking a lot of money. The DAO would be risking a lot of money because we don't know what the market for music NFTs is quite yet. So that'll be a lot of songs that are selling to people that might not totally understand what a DAO is or what an NFT is. But yeah, I think it's something we're gonna definitely see in the future. Maybe we'll see something like that on DeSo soon. Just think $500 million is a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but there are a lot of Pink Floyd fans out there.
For
There's probably
sure.
millions and millions of them.
It would definitely be something that could potentially bring DeSo into the limelight and really make things explode.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know you say decent, but DAO.io could,
Right.
be a great project for DAO.io. I know they're launching PokéDAO, so if you could get Pink Floyd promoting this and like get get the news, like music news covering it. I mean, anything's possible. I don't know, like you said, $500 million is a ton of money though.
Yeah.
So Mubs yesterday made a post saying that he will be releasing Wallow on desktop this coming Monday. So that's 2 days from now. Wallow will become available on desktop. Of course, Wallow is an NFT app. It's an NFT wallet app, and it looks cool. You know, I saw the screenshot he posted. I think it's a really good idea, and maybe this would even help spurn DeSo NFTs even more.
Yeah, and I think we're starting to just see like this overflowing of NFT news on DeSo, which is great. Actually, I think all five of our stories today about DeSo are in some way related to NFTs. Uh, I love what Wallow's doing. I love what Mubs is doing. I know that we're all as a team, I think, going to push NFTs forward on DeSo. And of course, DeSo is a great blockchain for social, and it can be integrated into it can be used to integrate social into other NFTs on other chains as well.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of that coming out soon, hopefully with NFTZ.me.
Yeah. So how about the top 10 people with the most NFT bids in the last 24 hours, according to NFTZ? We thought this would be a cool list to kind of go over. So these people have the most bids in the last 24 hours. And number one is Spunk Art, followed by Meta Philosopher, who we've spoken about probably every day for the last week, followed by Farmer P23, King Dow, BitClout FR, Scrutinize, OSXZXSO, Michael
Meesem.
Messem,
Meesem.
Misem, sorry, Michael. I know you're on Discord all the time. I should know that. Millhouse Van Houten, who has been an OG. I've seen him here since the very beginning. And finally, Nigel's.
Yeah, congratulations for all those NFT bids. And we decided to do away with the top hashtags of the day. They're just boring, and it's pretty much the same thing every day. Once hashtags start getting more activity on DeSo, I think we'll probably bring it back though.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I thank Open Prosper for continuing to provide those. But yeah, I mean they've been kind of the same for the last few weeks, give or take a couple. But how about the top diamond creators according to Altum Base? Krasenstein, we were number one. followed by Illuminati, DeSo Now and Then, Sean Slater, DeSocial World, Brutal, William Laurent, Vampire Campfire, and Pixelangelo. So congrats to all of them.
Yeah, congratulations. And I think that's all the news we have for today. Check back tomorrow, and we'll be have another show for you tomorrow because we've been doing this for how many straight days now, Brian?
456.
Yes, 456.
This is I think probably our 410th straight video.
All right, so everybody have a great weekend, and we will talk to you tomorrow. We both have white shirts on today, Brian. I just noticed that.
NFTZ.
Mine's just nothing, just boring. All right, talk to everyone tomorrow.